What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Well, not welcome back. This is the first one.
This is the first.
Number one, baby.
The first of many.
Second Nature.
Many. Second Nature is the name of this podcast that you're listening to / watching.
Yep.
By the way, for the people that are listening in audio format only, this is also on YouTube. So if you prefer watching it, visuals and all that, you go to youtube.com. It's probably going to be Second Nature
Look up
podcast.
Second Nature podcast. You'll find us.
You'll find it. It'll be somewhere
One
there.
and two. You know,
yeah, we
that's
still haven't
it.
made the account yet, but
Hopefully by the time,
yeah, it should be up.
by the time you're seeing this,
So yeah, we'll have the video out
Okay.
there as well, so you can watch that,
Yeah.
or you can just listen if you already are.
now since this is the first one, basically our goal for the podcast, it's gonna be pop culture, whatever Noah and I like. That's what it's gonna be.
We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna dive deep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
We're going
basically
in.
take for example, in this episode, we're talking about Disney Plus and Netflix.
Yep.
And we're just gonna dive deep and talk about like why if Disney Plus has a chance of taking over Netflix, why who would it appeal to,
And then after that, we're gonna go into like industry plans, basically like record labels for music, putting out people that are made to be successful. Is that real? Is that a thing? Like
we're gonna
talk about
dive
all
deep
that.
into those two subjects.
Yep.
So streaming services, aka Disney Plus, Netflix, and industry plans, and that's just two examples of the things that we will talk about. Just anything in pop culture. If you guys have suggestions, definitely. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a comment down below.
Let us know what's good. What do you want to hear? Because
Anything, anything.
Yeah.
Movie related, entertainment. It could be music. It could be just some new trends.
Yeah.
Something that went viral on
Futsal
TikTok.
shuffle, if you will.
Right. Songs
Anything.
like
new
anything you guys
shit.
can think of.
We like it. We're gonna
diving
talk
deep.
about it. That's how it is.
That's how we do it out here.
So to start it off, Disney Plus. When I first heard of Disney Plus, I thought it was gonna be like the biggest thing ever. Like everybody was gonna like unsubscribe to Netflix, forget Hulu, and it's gonna be the Disney Plus way. And that's really how they made it sound.
Right, and it was hyped up like that. A lot of people
Yeah.
were saying like rip Netflix, and then instead of Netflix and chill, it was like Disney Plus and Thrust or
Yeah,
something. Like,
yeah,
like
yeah.
new memes came out with that. And I personally I went on to Disney Plus to see like the lineup, what they have on there, and it's very promising if you're into the whole Disney world. It's a lot
all
of
that-
the Pixar stuff,
Yeah, very
Toy
bubbly,
Stories, right? So I think
happy movies.
it definitely has, and there's a lot of really good ones though, because Disney has a lot of really good material that they created throughout the years. So there's definitely a lot of good stuff, but I think that it's niche. I don't think everyone always wants to watch a family friendly TV show or movie, and that's why I don't think it was gonna like. I personally didn't think it would take over Netflix, but I think that it also is a good thing because it does put the pressure on it. I think some people will choose Disney Plus over Netflix.
Yeah. So what I was thinking, like, people were gonna like want that like nostalgia feeling because it has all those throwback movies.
It does.
You know, like Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. That was a great show.
Right,
Like,
and they have it.
We grew up watching that
Yep.
totally, and that's there. You know, and like for the Star Wars fans.
Star
like,
Wars fans. I'm personally not a Star Wars fan, so that wouldn't appeal to me. But I know that like people are going crazy about that.
The Mandalorian. That show's crazy.
Right, and there's a lot of those people in that fan base, so they would choose Disney Plus over Netflix, definitely.
Yes.
And I think that, and we were talking about this before off camera and all that, but
Off mic.
Yeah, off mic. When we want to, like, if I go on Instagram and I see like a clip, people use clips for like from movies and stuff. For example, Wolf of Wall Street, right?
Totally.
I see clips of that everywhere, and it's just like whatever the caption is, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. It's like a really dope clip.
Yeah.
And I like find the movie name, and then I go into Netflix and I type it in.
Not there.
Not there. It's never there. It's
No,
never there. I have
literally.
never looked up a movie and like Titanic. I was like,
No.
oh, Titanic.
No.
Nope.
No.
Like
Maybe
they have-
Netflix just doesn't like Leonardo DiCaprio. That could be it.
That could be yeah. That's the coincidence
Yeah.
that he's in both those movies. But I
No,
swear there's
any-
other movies too. I don't have them on the name the top
like-
of my head, but
Like even Quentin Tarantino, I've been seeing a lot of Netflix movies on.
Pulp Fiction's on there. I
Pulp
don't know.
Fiction and Glorious Bastards is there, and I was trying to watch Django Uncharted, and
It's not
I was
on there?
like, I saw an Instagram clip on it. I was like, this is dope. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
Netflix. I was like, I know they got Pulp Fiction. I know they got all this. So I look it up. Lo and
Not
behold,
there.
not there.
What do you know? It's just not there.
It's like,
that's a pain in the
why?
ass. Right. Why? And it's probably obviously due to they didn't come to an agreement to have it on there. They probably tried. But then where are those movies? They could be on like those smaller streaming services, which are also big, but definitely not as mainstream as Netflix.
Not
like
Netflix
Hulu.
and there's no Netflix and chill type of like slogan
for like Hulu and Dulu. Hulu and
let's make one out. I don't know. We'll get back to you on that.
We'll get back to that one. But right, so it's not on one of the main streaming services. But the thing is, like, you would expect Netflix's giants to have what you're looking for when you're looking for it, and at least some of them. Like, I can't recall one time that I went onto it. The only time I use Netflix, or every time I do use Netflix, I have to find the show or movie on there. I never like.
Yeah, I always find myself like scrolling through like the selections.
Yeah, and sometimes boring ones come up,
and then I'll find like I'll be like, all right, like that's cool.
They're pushing a lot of Netflix originals, so I think they're trying to make new classics, but it's too early to tell if they will be. It's kind of the style
I've been noticing with the Netflix originals too.
What kind of style?
It's kind of just like, I don't want to say like upbeat, but like they're all like those like love movies, like Kissing Booth I think was one. Like they're all like I would not recommend it. I would not recommend it. It's about an hour and a half of wasted time. Okay. But like like I don't know, people like it. Right. But what I'm saying is like there's always like the same like pattern that each film takes. Each film.
I wonder
if
they have like a similar director or
I don't know if it's the director or if it's like I feel like they have like a rhythm that they just kind of found.
Right.
And I guess clearly it's working because hasn't stopped.
Was Bird Box? That's the name of it, right? Was that a Netflix original or was that?
Yeah, that was, and I don't know. I think
it was. It had a lot of hype to it, but I think it was a good movie. I don't think it wasn't anything like.
Bird Box didn't hit home for me.
It was my favorite.
Yeah, I didn't really like. I watched it once. I don't really remember it, but like. I don't know.
It got a lot of hype though. They had memes around it. I wonder if it was big because of the memes or because it was a great movie. Like I wonder if there was a fan base. I feel like
because of the memes, it kind of like brought it up.
And touching base on that topic though, or that idea that Netflix doesn't have what you want always. I think Disney Plus checks the boxes. Like if you want something Disney related and you can think of it, Disney Plus has it. Disney Plus has a very solid lineup when it comes to that. It
does
everything you need. Disney.
Yeah. There are a couple
in one streaming service.
Yeah, there are a couple of shows, ironically, on Netflix made by Disney,
really?
And I think in the near future, I think they're just waiting for their contract to like let up,
and then
it's gonna be on to Disney Plus. But for right now, there are a couple. But honestly, like whoever has Disney Plus most likely had Netflix like before. You know what I mean?
Because how long has it been the number one dominating streaming service?
Broadcasting is dead, man. Like
absolutely.
Every show you're watching, it's coming from Hulu, Showtime. I don't know, whatever you want to friggin' buy.
The big ones, like exactly. Hulu, Showtime, Netflix, HBO, whatever there is.
Probably where all the good movies are hiding. Like
maybe,
Showtime,
maybe that's where it is. I don't know, like because I haven't like these movies that we need to we're looking up. We can't find them. Yeah. I wonder if there is like a hidden like a sleeper streaming service that should be the main one, but isn't. Everything.
I
wonder. Yeah, guys, in the comments, if you guys know of like a sleeper streaming service, please
hook
let us know because I'm trying to find.
Because like Netflix is just cock
Wolf of Wall Street, man. I want to watch it. I want to watch it for how long? And it's Titanic. I want to rewatch it. Like just
wait, you haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street?
No.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Right.
Wow is right. Yeah. That is probably the
best movie.
3.
Like every clip that I see in that movie, I'm like, damn, this movie's gotta be amazing. Gotta be amazing.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah. No.
You didn't even get that.
Well, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I would get it if I watched it, but Netflix doesn't have it.
Fuck Netflix, dude.
But yeah,
it's not the fuck Netflix wave.
It's just that
they need
services, man. Like this is why I'm happy that Disney Plus came out and made such a shock. Like people are talking about it because now maybe Netflix will have the burner to their ass where they're gonna be like, all right, we need to get some more solid shows. Otherwise, who the hell's gonna use this anymore?
I'm seeing shit on Netflix that I can put money on nobody's clicked on.
Nobody.
Like I can't even give you an example, but like I'm scrolling through garbage.
Oh my dude. Like, constant garbage, yeah. Absolutely.
Give me some good shit. Right. I don't know.
So I think they definitely need to get some more deals with like some bigger movie companies, whatever. I don't know how it works, but I'm sure that Disney Plus has influenced them to at least try to take some action in that. Right. So I think it's definitely a good thing. I don't think Disney Plus will take over Netflix again because it's niche.
Yeah.
But I think that it's a great shock in the industry that was needed, definitely.
And it can. Netflix got too comfortable. It will. It's not going to take over like completely, but it will be like probably the next name brand. You know what I mean?
It already is. Like Disney's. Well, it's Disney, connected to Disney. Anything connected. You know what I'm saying? Especially because they have so many classics on there.
And they got that whole like pack now too with like it's like Disney Plus, Hulu,
and
like
ESPN.
Like dude, that's a steal.
But a lot of that though is again a niche.
Yeah,
like for someone who's into sports.
Yeah, like
and Disney, that'd be perfect.
I'm not out here watching football.
I'm not either,
like,
so it wouldn't apply to me. But yeah. No, it's definitely it's a good thing that it happened.
It is. Yeah, Disney Plus. I don't know.
Yeah, we give it a thumbs up.
Thumbs up for me for Disney. You got it, guys. You're good.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Moving on to the next topic. Industry plants.
Industry plantism.
Industry plants.
All right. So, what is an industry plant? I feel like
An industry plant, for people who don't know.
Yeah.
An industry plant is someone in the music industry, usually.
Yeah.
I'm sure it could be in other industries like movies and whatever, yeah. But it's usually someone in the music industry, happens to be rappers a lot of times, that's very small to start out. No one knows about them. It's this name that no one heard. For example, we'll just use we'll make up a name, Lil Mike.
Lil Mike.
Lil Mike. No one knows about Lil Mike, right? But Lil Mike makes a song and shows it to someone in the industry, one of the suits.
Yeah.
One of the big suits behind the scenes, and that big suit's like, okay, this guy's he's got the sound, throw some auto-tune on it.
Potential.
He sees a potential. So what they do is they take Lil Mike, right, and they force, they pretty much give him the job.
They get him on a contract.
They get him on a contract to have to go into the studio. And they pretty much get a full album out of him, whether it's forced or whether Lil Mike feels natural in the studio.
Yeah.
And they push it out because they think that that's what the market's gonna like.
And with an industry plant, it's more like they tell you what you're making. There's not There's creativity, but it's more like
it's limited freedom.
It's creativity that the manager will tell you what to create.
Exactly. So you got to follow the sound that they want you to have. So that's the lack of the creative freedom there. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. A lot of times I feel like it doesn't. I feel like the best way, you could tell if something's for you. Like, no one's gonna listen to music that they don't like, even if it has a hard hitting beat. But if the rapper's off, whatever, people just don't like Lil Mike's voice. But then sometimes again it sticks, and that's why industry plants exist.
And the plant is also advertised heavily. Everybody,
it's in their
that
face.
whole team is just promoting,
bro. Spotify billboards in New York City, whatever they can do to get that industry plant in people's faces and see if it works. And maybe that's a way of them testing too, to see what's next, because they always want to be ahead of the other label. So maybe they do
competition. That. They're we're gonna throw you out, see what you do,
right?
And then
maybe they can determine that the auto-tune mumble rap wave is not like that, because that's what Lil Mike does, and people don't like it.
People don't like Lil Mike. Now we're gonna move away from Lil Mike.
An interesting topic. Going on to the industry plant. Recently, this small label called Internet Money.
Okay.
Producers Taz Taylor, Nick Mira, big guys that worked with Juice WRLD, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They worked with an artist called Ian Dior.
Okay. I actually fucking love Ian Dior.
You do?
He's sick.
That's,
Emotions.
Dude, that's dope, because he just released an album with them called Industry Plant. And the reason why it's called that, I was watching a YouTube video actually, and some guy was saying Ian Dior, the title was Ian Dior's an industry plant.
Yeah.
And he literally went into different reasons to why, and he went to he showed DMs and stuff, or he showed that his name used to be different than Ian Dior, but then this label found him, they put a few songs out, and then they put a bunch of money into making the album called Industry Plant.
Ian Dior actually has a really cool song that he sampled, the song In Too Deep. It's 'cause I'm in too deep.
I'm not familiar with it.
It's an old
it's
Wait, not even a rap song.
Which Ian Dior song is that?
It's on the new album.
Oh, it is?
He definitely, I don't know what it's called. Probably In Too Deep, honestly. If I'm gonna
make
a guess.
If I'm
gonna make a guess, I'm gonna call it In Too Deep. That's the title I'm giving it.
There's a lot of solid songs on there.
Because it's not really a rap song that he sampled, and when I heard it, immediately I was like nostalgia for me at least, and I was like, holy shit.
Okay, because you listened to that song previously, and hearing it in a rap song
turned
differently sounds dope.
Maybe turn it up even more.
Hell yeah.
I was what's up?
That's some good music.
Yeah.
So there's a few songs personally that I like in that album as well. I'm not really into I guess I would classify that as emo rap in a sense, but it's also
that
alternative
E-boy generation,
right?
All that.
So
what is that?
It's TikTok and stuff, and emotions and being sad and depression culture.
Yeah,
that ties into it.
That's weird.
So the rappers want to, I guess, capitalize on depression culture.
Who else is
having
big?
that sad boy look?
Ian Dior. I feel like Trippie Redd going into that category.
I would say, because he puts these A Love Letter to You is his most recent album. 4 of them.
Those are all of his albums.
Right. So very good albums. I like Trippie Redd. But you could definitely see that there's emotion that would be classified as emo rap, because he's screaming, he's yelling about things, but it's on a hard ass rap beat. I love it. I like it definitely. I would definitely say Ian Dior's in that category.
Yeah,
that's sad boy look.
Trip.
Going back to the industry plant topic though,
right?
There's pictures of him. Apparently he used to be wearing like normal street clothes. He used to have like a clean haircut where it's like, you know, just like you look at him and you wouldn't see E-boy.
He's got like a weird haircut now, right?
Now
It's,
he's
like,
got like
short
very
and, like, the noodle kind of.
He has like braids, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know exactly what you would call it, but it definitely looks more E-boy than it did before, and that ties into the industry plan topic because the guy tried to expose him, saying that Internet Money took him and then just kind of shaped him and made him wear what they thought was fit for.
So that was kind of like a big FU to
right.
Like that guy.
That guy, because
guy.
they're basically.
He probably feels real special.
He had a lot of views on the video, so everyone that agreed with him pretty much.
Okay.
But it was basically just saying like, because the guy Taz Taylor, the CEO of Internet Money, said basically, and I believe him because he said it multiple times, and even Ian Dior spoke about it, that they're just doing what they want to do. They're not forcing anything. They're not. He's letting the artists that he works with go their own creative direction, and you know, he's just providing them with the producers necessary to do that. So they're kind of playing down like it's not an industry plant. Like we're just making fire ass music and we're putting it out. And honestly, that's what, especially like because I'm working on music myself. Like if I made some really like I have a unreleased project. If that project has Thank you. You didn't even listen to most of it, but you listened to some of it. But that project, right? Let's say it's all fire.
Yeah.
And no one knows my name right now. And I were to put it out, and people liked it a lot, and they told their friends, and I promoted it, and they told their friends, and it's just natural because people like it. People could call me an industry plant if I were to do that under a label.
But also, like,
but it's just
that is
quality being chosen by the market.
An industry plant would never, like, let it be known that he's an industry plant. You know what I mean? He would kind of like it's like I don't know. I think like Lil Mosey, he's trying to be one, like low key. I don't know. That's my opinion.
It might be like
it could be shunned upon. I don't know.
In 2019, maybe it's like a cool thing to try, or maybe I don't know. With some like Lil Mosey, it might be cool to try to have those vibes of an industry plant, because then it's like saying like, you know, fuck you to all the haters, but I'm still making it. You call me an industry plant all you want.
Yeah, call me an industry plant all you want. I'm making mad bills. Like,
right, exactly. So it might be like a, you know, like a persona that some adopts, or like, you know, a characteristic.
But what I'm saying is like an industry plant can like, I don't know. I lost my train of thought. But he's making money. He's doing his thing, and it doesn't really matter.
But
it's like another hater to him.
I don't even see it industry. My view on it is that industry plants don't really exist. Like, it's kind of just a made up thing. And the reason why, like I said, because let's say I make 10 fire ass songs and they started blowing up, people would call me. Like, and let's say I went to a label. My plan is to go to Internet Money, right, or, you know, label small like them, or they're actually mainstream now. But go to a label and show them the project that I have unreleased, and if they mess with it enough, if they were to promote it,
make you an industry plant.
Well, then that's what I'm saying. Like, it wouldn't be an industry plant, because like, it would just be they found a new talent that they like, and they put it out there. I don't know why it's called and looked down upon as industry plant. Because if it's good music, it's good music.
I think the way many record like companies will go through that process with every artist is the same way, and like the ones that get blown up even more, that like kind of work, and like the system that they always have used works, then it's like, okay, that's weird. Like, why did you just blow up? Like, who are you? You know what I mean? And then they'll probably just assume that, like,
that they're
all that, like, crazy theories come in, you know?
Yeah, it could, honestly, that might come down to just the lack of research that the listener goes through to see what the background of that artist is, and out of nowhere
they read the first
who the hell is this guy?
Yeah, they read the first comment. They're just
Comments.
like, oh, that's it. Yeah,
like the comment, and that's it. That's their thought about that artist forever.
Opinion made,
and is set in stone. Now, no matter who talks about that artist,
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I saw that comment and I liked it.
It's over. Yeah. So honestly, I don't know. I definitely think that it's looked down upon, but it's not. It's just made up, man. People just like to talk about shit like drama. But if it's good, at the end of the day, if the artist is making dope music, and people like it, and it's shown, that's all that matters.
You like it,
if you don't download it.
Yeah, exactly. Who gives a shit if you're an industry plant? It's like, if you enjoy the music, who gives a shit? Like, if you enjoy Miley Cyrus, fucking listen to Miley Cyrus.
Like,
why does it cares?
Right, exactly. You know? And if you like people like Lil Mosey, right? Mosey. I don't listen to him.
Wow, you really don't know.
I don't know. I don't listen to him. So, like, if you like artists like Lil Mosey, personally, I don't. But I'm not going to sit, because I don't, I'm not going to be like, oh, he's an industry plant. Like, I don't even know this guy, and he's top album. Like, they put marketing dollars. I don't give a shit.
Give him a chance.
Like, listen to someone else I like. Right, exactly. Give him a chance. I heard some of the songs that just didn't click with me, but I don't think he's an industry plant. Like, I'm sure, like, you know, how many songs are in that? Like, a lot.
On the new album?
Yeah, 10, 15.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I don't know if I have. Is it
I think that's why I was talking about it earlier. Yeah, let's check. 2. No.
14 songs. So like he's putting in the work.
Yeah,
You know,
he's
whether-
definitely putting time in the stew.
So and if there's a
Cooking.
solid song in there and people like it, then it is. I don't know.
Yeah,
Debunked.
fucking, if you like
Industry
it,
plant. I would say
out the
top-
window.
Out the window.
See you later.
That's
Shit's
it.
fake. You heard it here first.
Yo, it's Noah and Chris,
What
and
up?
you guys just probably finished the podcast, the first one ever. We finished the editing.
Yep.
It's actually all right here.
Yep, there it is.
Ready
Check
to
it
be
out,
rendered.
baby.
This is gonna go at the end of that, but we just wanted to say we finished making our social medias. We got the. Oh, okay. We've temporarily limited some of your account features. We're getting banned over here. Now, every single social media that we have: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's all the same name.
Two Nature Podcasts.
Two Nature Podcasts, which we will put in the description if you're watching on YouTube or if you're listening to us, guys. It's just the number 2 Nature Podcast altogether.
right.
And you can find us on every social media, same name. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.
All right, catch y'all later.
Peace out.